The voice of a new generation.
Where we pull back, no punches.
This is a little bit of this and that and a little bit of everything.
Cause we've been missing for 3 weeks. Woo! Applaud us, damn it. Applaud us. We've been out and away and we're back. Everybody's been hollering at us. We appreciate the love.
I went on vacation and then I got sick
and I had a lot of work to do. So
it is what
sorry. Okay, moving along. We're getting right into it. Poster giveaway brought to you courtesy of
ByPaceBoxing.com.
You got Slime Time 202. Holla at us.
You got a week. If not, we're gonna give it away to somebody else.
So holla at us, Slime Time 202. The Hoya Mayweather poster is yours. Okay, moving along. We got predictions coming up. We got Michael Katsidis versus Juan Diaz happening this weekend. Your thoughts on that and what role does it play in the lightweight division?
I think it's a very good role. I think both guys, the winner of this should go against another top level, top 10 opposition type of guy at 135 to align themselves for the winner of Nate Campbell and Joan Guzman. How I see this fight panning out, honestly, Nate Campbell threw everything at Juan Diaz, and Juan Diaz took it for 12 rounds. And I think that showed the type of fighter that he is, strong-willed, he's got a lot of heart. So, Katsidis in this fight just recently came out of a knockout loss. Alright, granted, it was Casamayor's finest hour. He threw that punch out of nowhere. He yelled, he did everything he had to do. Granted, that happened, but Katsidis did get knocked out. But it was an interesting fight. Probably one of the fights of the year this past year now. And it's going to be a very good fight. But I just see Juan Diaz throwing the volume of punches, not be able to get hurt, and coming out on top in this fight. That's what I see coming out of this fight.
I'm going to say it like this. This fight, to me, is a crossroads fight for both of them. Juan Diaz, the ex-champ, has to prove that he's still somebody in the division. Michael Katsidis needs to prove that he's still somebody in the division because he was the up-and-comer that was supposed to rip everybody's head off. Do I think they get right into title contention after this fight? I don't think it happens. No, because you still got Nate Campbell with Joan Guzman. I'm rolling with Nate. So when Nate wins that fight, he's going to be looking at Juan Manuel Marquez versus Casamayor. And that fight, I'm rolling with Juan Manuel Marquez in that fight.
We're going to talk about that in a little bit.
We're going to talk about that in a little. I'm just saying that's where that kind of meets up at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what that fight. This fight kind of leads up to another stepping stone, and whoever wins this fight should probably fight the losers of the other 2 fights.
Gotcha.
I see it going Juan Diaz. I don't think Michael Katsidis is going to bring anything that Juan Diaz hasn't seen before. But then again, you got to keep in mind, he did take a 12-round beating from Nate Campbell. So how does all that accumulation of punches come to play on Juan Diaz? We haven't seen him since that fight.
We're going to see now.
That's what we see. I'm still rolling with Juan Diaz by decision, not KO.
Gotcha. I agree.
Jorge Barrior versus Rocky Juarez. Your thoughts on that, and what does that have to do with the 130 division?
At 130, Jorge Barrior is probably one of the better fighters now that people have moved up in weight to 135.
I'm going to have to agree.
And the Hyena's always been a very tough guy, and that's basically what he is, a very tough shell to crack. Always has been. Probably one of the upper level, like I said.
And very aggressive.
Very aggressive, and I think that if you're not ready to sustain some damage in this fight, Rocky Juarez has lost 4 times. Granted, they were 2 upper level fighters. I don't know. I think this is going to be a very close fight. Rocky Juarez could outbox him because he's got mad skills in there. The silver medalist from 2000.
And he's not a punk either.
He's not a punk. He's not afraid. He's mixed it up with Juan Manuel Marquez already. He's done it with
a bunch of people. I can't think of the one.
But Barrior, that's what I was trying to say. He's already mixed it up with these guys who, if there was fear in the name, you went through your fear already. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that he's going to be scared of Barrios. I think he's going to take it to Barrios. So I think it's going to be a very close contest. But, in the end, I think the weight factor, what I said several videos ago was Rocky Juarez's weight factor, he's best at 126. I don't see him at 130 as the best fighter there. So I'm going to roll slightly with Barrios.
And I'm going to have to agree with Knowledge. I mean, I've said it also in the past videos. I think Rocky Juarez, if he can lose those 2 to 4 more pounds, he could be great at those weight classes. And I think he could be champion and maybe a dominating champion at that. But I think at 130, I think his power just lacks that pop to get him through like he used to be able to in the prior fights. As far as this fight, I think, like you said, it could go either way. I think Jorge Barrios' aggressiveness in this fight is going to be what's going to determine the outcome, and I think he's just going to edge by Joaquin Juarez. But I wouldn't count out Joaquin Juarez. I think I think this is a pick-em fight, really. It's a pick-em fight. I'd like Jorge Barrios' aggressiveness over Rocky Juarez's technical style. Okay. Moving right along, we got Timothy Bradley versus Edner Cherry. The guy Edner Cherry, for you guys that don't know, lately there's been a lot of hype around him. Supposedly he knocked out or punched Floyd Mayweather Jr., made him look bad. Timothy Bradley just coming off the big upset over Junior Witter. Now let's take it away.
Yeah, I think Edner Cherry's just biting more than he could chew in this one. I think he's a naturally 135-pound fighter. Now going up at 140 against Timothy Bradley, and Timothy Bradley was very impressive against the
Junior Witter
fight. And by doing so, I'm going to give Bradley the benefit of the doubt. I think he's the man to be in this fight, and I think he's going to take it to Edner Cherry. It's a good name. I think Edner Cherry is a good name in Bradley's
on his record.
On his record, definitely.
I'm going to have to agree with what Naj said. Timothy Bradley, believe it, I mean, some of you guys might not agree, but I think I see a lot of potential in him, and I think that he definitely has the boxing ability, and he showed that he's not scared of anybody as far as name recognition or anybody that people are telling you you're supposed to lose to. I mean, he went to Homeboy's backyard in the UK and beat him in front of everybody. Whether it was an off night from Witter or not, I mean, that was his backyard, and he made him look silly in there. He made him look amateurish. For that reason, I think Tim Bradley, this might be saying too much, maybe I give him too much credit, but I kind of think he's the name to beat in that division. I think at 140, right now, he's kind of the guy to beat. I mean, maybe Ricky Hatton, and I give you guys Ricky Hatton, but something's telling me that this is somebody we need to look out for in future fights. Timothy Bradley. I see Timothy Bradley winning by late knockout.
Well, let's see how this fight plans out, and we'll see from there.
Joel Casamayor versus Juan Manuel Marquez. Your thoughts? Do you go with old and technical, or do you go with not so old but still old and...
I'll be honest with you. I'm going to go with Juan Manuel Marquez. I don't care if Casamayor has been in this 135-pound division or not. I think he got extremely lucky against the Katsidis fight. He threw a Hail Mary. He prayed for that punch, and he connected. But let me be honest with you. Katsidis, he doesn't have the technical ability that Juan Manuel Marquez does have. Okay, and Manuel Marquez, I mean, he is a power puncher. And I don't know if at 135 he's got the power that he did at 130. 126, but sometimes when you're a power puncher and you just keep carrying that punch in every weight class, it just comes with you. And I think Marquez right now, he is younger or about the same age actually, but he's more technical than previous fights of the opponents that Casamayor has taken on. I honestly believe he's one of the toughest opponents at 135. To be honest with you guys,
he's well-rounded.
He's well-rounded.
He does it all.
He does it all. He boxes, he brawls, he does it. He's given us some very good fights already with Pacquiao, and if a lot of people want to say Pacquiao's a man at 135, well, he's already, come very close. In some people's minds, he's won. In other people's minds, he didn't win.
He won twice.
But, in my opinion, is that he lost twice. But it doesn't matter. The fact is that in this fight, I'm rolling with Marquez.
I'm gonna say it like this: Joel Casamayor to me was a has-been and it never will be. For whatever reason, he gets lucky in these little fights that he's fighting. Well, he's been fighting. I don't think he's been fighting A+ opposition, anyways. But since a lot of you guys like to swing off of him and his little ring belt, for whatever reason, this is gonna be the fight. Finally, he's gonna get his little final paycheck and he can ride off into the sunset, never to look at boxing again because I'm done with him.
What if he defeats Marquez?
If by some miracle of God he throws another one of those punches at Marquez and knocks him out or wins, then he gets back in the title contention, and then the fight with Nate Campbell has to happen. I mean, a lot of people that saw the first fight between them said it was close. Nate himself said he only took that fight on a month's notice, if that. So this time around, both of them being able to train, and back then Nate was green behind the ears. Now he's a full-fledged lightweight. He's in the weight. He knows the division. He's had his battles. He's been tested. Now it's going to be do or die. Now it's going to be who is the real champ at lightweight if Casamayor can get past Marquez. But what I see happening is Marquez winning by knockout. I'd say about the 6th to 8th round. And then watch for Nate Campbell versus Marquez later on in the year.
I think the fight might go a little bit longer than the 6th to 8th round, but A knockout.
I'm putting it like this. Let me put it like this. Yeah, but
I see where you're coming.
You got to come in like this. Look, Santa Cruz and Katsidis both were tagging him at will. At will.
No doubt.
At will. Neither of those guys has the boxing ability that Juan Manuel Marquez has.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? He can go in there and dig deep and fight and slug with them. A lot of people say, oh, Manny Pacquiao's got super power. Guess what? He's getting knocked down by Manny Pacquiao and he got right back up to slug it out with him. And it didn't phase him.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think about it. If Manny Pacquiao's superhuman punching power couldn't knock him out and keep his ass on the floor, what the hell is Joey Casamayor going to do? Nothing.
Absolutely correct.
Nothing. So that's why I'm saying Juan Manuel Marquez wins by knockout. See him and Nate Campbell in the future. And actually, that fight was supposed to happen before they offered it to Joey Casamayor. If y'all didn't know that, now y'all know.
That's right. Well, in the same week, actually the same night, September 13th, same night,
you got Nate Campbell and Juan Guzman fighting.
Guzman, a very intriguing fight. A lot of people who rode with Juan Guzman are going to say that, you know, Mayweather training him, he's got the skills, he can come in and out, he can box his ass off, does everything pretty much to someone who doesn't possess power. You know, we talked about this in an earlier video. I'm rolling with Nate Campbell. This is my final decision. I think that Nate Campbell's going to bring a lot of power. He's going to be very aggressive in there, and he's got to prove that he's the bigger man. You're not going to let this guy from 130 come up in there and dictate the fight to you. You have to be on top of Juan Guzman, because if not, he will make you look silly. I mean, the guy will make you miss every punch you throw, and he'll tag you back. Not that he's hurting the opponent, because he's not really hurting the opponent, but he's just scoring points. And you cannot allow Juan Guzman to get in the rhythm, get in there, make you miss, and score points on you. If he starts winning the rounds early, it's going to be a long night for Nate Campbell. But if Nate Campbell dictates the pace, just like he did it at Juan Diaz, now it's a completely different fight than Juan Diaz. Juan Diaz is not technically sound like Juan Guzman. But he needs to go in there, dictate the pace, throw his power punches, and show that this is a reason why he's the most feared guy at 135.
Well, this is the way I see it. I see Juan Guzman playing the part of Joey Casamayor. The fight that happened with Nate Campbell, that was close, and it wasn't, you know, big disparity in the fight. Even though Joey Casamayor might have pulled it off by a couple points, I don't see Juan Guzman doing anything different that Casamayor did in the fight, except it's less power. I mean, he might, you know, be able to outslick him, but you're going to see Nate Campbell walk him down and rough him up, because that's what he does. I mean, he says it in the interview that you guys saw. He gets paid to beat up people, and he takes pride in what he does. So watch him go in there. I think he's going to go rough him up. There's the slightest chance and ability that he can outbox him. There's always a chance. Yeah. But I don't see it. I just can't. I played a fight over my head a million times, and I just don't see it happening. I don't see how he's going to outmaneuver him and get the win. I don't see it happening. So I say Nate Campbell by knockout. This is
boxing, and stranger things have happened, though. So never say I don't ever see
That's true. I mean, people bring back the fight and they'll say that, you know, Pete knocked out Nate Campbell. Hey, you're right. And things can happen. So we'll go with that, but I'm still rolling.
We're going to roll with Nate Campbell.
Look at next fight, Jorge Arce versus Raphael Concepcion. I'm rolling with Jorge Arce.
Yeah, Concepcion had a good fight where he knocked out AJ the Bazooka, but now I don't know if that was a fluke or not. But, you know, I just don't think that he's going to be able to take on Jorge Arce. I think Jorge Arce is a different animal. He's a beast. He's got long, rangy arms. He's got power. He's got it all. He's pretty technically sound as well. I think that I want to see a rematch between him and Christian Mijares, but, you know, that'll be in the future. But I'm going with Jorge Arce at this point.
And now we're going to go on the news. We got Mayweather Sr. supposedly now to train Hatton. Details getting worked out. What's up with that?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I mean, I don't know if Hatton's trying something new. I just don't think you change something that you've known.
If it ain't broke, why fix it?
Why fix it? I mean, you know, yeah, you gave away. I mean, your trainer retired. That's because you went away from him and you signed up. I think he signed up with Golden Boy.
He did something.
He did whatever he did. I mean, I understand that Hatton, you know, he's trying to do different things, but I don't know if you want to change something that you've done your whole career. You've been with this guy your whole career, and now just because Mayweather is a name in there, I don't know if he could change you that much to be a
or if that style is for you.
If that style is even for you, I don't even know. I honestly don't think. I mean, I'm not hating on Hatton, but I don't think that style is for him. Definitely not for him.
I don't see this. I don't see Hatton doing this.
That's not a fact. That's not what he's
I don't see that. That's not his style. If I was to change trainers for him, the trainer I would have picked for him, even though there might have been a language barrier, would have been Nacho Bernstein.
That would have been
because that would have been the aggressive fighter that he is, but then it would have got him more technically sound. You see, that to me would have been a more logical choice. Mayweather trained him. I see him getting knocked out with that style. To be truthful, I mean, it's gonna be
not against.
I'll tell you like this. He's gonna do that style for about 3 rounds, and then he's gonna go back to normal. He's gonna go back to instinct.
I revert to instinct. Yeah, that's what I would.
And that's what's gonna happen. He's not gonna stay in that defensive mode.
I don't think that style is fit for him.
In
my opinion, it doesn't fit for him. I wouldn't change it.
So I think it's garbage.
Next thing, Peter.
I'm knocking out Klitschko. I'm knocking you out.
Peter, all I can say is that if you're fighting in there with Klitschko, who punches like a freaking, I mean, it's like an anvil coming at you. You cannot take a round off. You cannot allow what?
You can't do what you did against Jamil McLean.
No way, no how. Otherwise, you're not.
You can't even do what you did against his brother.
Exactly. Straight
you
up.
have to go in there and fight and take it to him and knock his behind down.
Because this Klitschko is not known to have a soft jaw like Vladimir. This Klitschko is taller, he is stronger, he is the more aggressive of the two. Okay, he's not as some people would say he's more technically sound than Vladimir, but I don't think so. I think he's just an animal in that.
He's more rugged.
He is more rugged.
He's more of a beast.
Definitely.
But like it's been proven on both of them, if you tag them in the jaw, they will fall.
They will fall. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
So just you gotta do is get that punch off first and make it count.
If Klitschko does not get injured in this fight, because I mean he's pulled out so many times.
He's injury prone.
He's injury prone. I mean if he can keep strong, I just don't see Samuel Peter winning this fight if he's looking like he did in his last fight.
So what do you think?
I mean I'm gonna roll with Klitschko in this fight. To be honest, I don't think his jaw is the same since he's been knocked down all these different times.
You know what? I'm gonna have to, even though I might have to play devil's advocate and go for Peter, but when it comes closer, we'll explain all that. Now the BS. Please let me know. Should we boycott this fight or what? Pacquiao versus Oscar? Are you shitting me? Are you for real? Is this the best fight Oscar could make? Hello, Oscar. Is that the best fight you can make?
You know what kills me about this fight is that even Oscar's like, you know, if I go a pound above 147, he has to pay Manny Pacquiao $3 million for every pound he goes above weight. What is that telling you?
Anyways, you know what Oscar can do with that? He shits up them $3 million. It's like clap. It comes right out. He doesn't care. He can come in at 154 and still make money off this fight.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't matter. Hello, it says Golden Boy Promotion. It doesn't say Pacquiao Promotions. Pacquiao's gonna get what, his $15 million? What did he do? What, 3 pounds? 12, 50, 57, no, 7 times 3, 21 million more. He's still gonna make in more than that. So if you pick 15 originally, another 21 for each 3 pounds to him to get the 154, you're looking at 40, 46 dollars.
You know what drives me crazy?
No, $46 million. If 1 million people buy this show, just 1 million people, that's 50 million right there off the rip. They're supposed to break records with this fight. So we're shooting for 2 million. That means $100 million off a pay-per-view alone. You're telling me Oscar De La Hoya will shit out $21 million to make this fight happen so that he can still make over $100 million?
Hell yeah. I don't see the logic in this fight. I don't think
there is no logic.
I don't
CV4 is a bigger guy than Pacquiao and couldn't do nothing. I mean, granted, he doesn't have the power that Pacquiao has, but it's still right there. It's kind of the same thing. Nothing's gonna happen in this fight.
I hate to call De La Hoya a chicken or something like that, man, but it drives me crazy that he's picking on these little guys. You know, my dad, when I was growing up, would say, yo, hit the guy that's bigger than you. Because if you lose that fight, fuck it, you were meant to lose that fight. But that's what
Pacquiao's doing.
Yeah, well, that's what he's doing. But I'm saying, and I give mad props to it because he's got a lot of heart. But my dad always told me, when you pick on the younger, the smaller guy, then you're a bully. And so that's what we call him.
That's what he is.
Because he can't fight nobody his own size.
He hasn't fought nobody his own size.
And he's got people that are willing to fight him at 154, at 147. Margarito's calling your punk ass out. That fight should have been made.
At 154, you got Vernon Forrest, Sergio Mora, or Daniel Santos.
Who just he was impressive in his
so
last
you don't act like there ain't fights around your weight class.
Fights.
Wait, hold on, because we know he's scared of Margarito. But then what's the problem with Paul Williams?
You know, I think he brought up Paul Williams to force Manny Pacquiao to fight. That's what I think happened. He said, well, if you don't want to fight me for whatever little chump change I'm giving you, like 32% or some shit like that, then I'm going to fight Paul Williams. I think he just threw that name in the mix just to like, you know.
To finalize it.
Finalize it, you know what I'm saying? That's basically what he did. You kill me. You kill me, baby.
Now you see why I haven't liked him all these years. I've always thought he was a douchebag.
So anyways, if we're wrong about this, let us know. Write us a little, you know, pound for pound mail at yahoo.com. Let us know if you agree we want to boycott this. Boycott it with us, cool.
Let me know. Should we make a boycott video? Let us know. Comment this video and let us know. Do we need a boycott? Do I need to come up with 10 fucking reasons why this fight shouldn't be made? If so, then I'll make it. I'll come out my ass with these excuses. We'll make it happen. I don't want to see this fight. Okay. That's just my 2 cents.
Comment on the video and see what's up.
Anyways, that's it for this week. We wrapping it up. We're gonna try to get back into the swing of things. We got kind of lazy, ain't gonna lie. We're moving back into the right direction. We're gonna make it happen again. You like the video? You know what to do. If you first time, subscribe. That's how you win these beautiful little posters behind us. If you don't have a chance to win. That's that simple.
Plain and simple.
Comment our videos. Let us know what you think. You agree? Don't disagree? We'll try to get back with you. Other than that, thanks for everything. Thanks for the support. We appreciate it. And this is Pound for Pound Boxing.
The voice of the new generation.
Pull back, no punches.